Hey, happy Monday. In this group, we can legitimately say happy Monday. It's not a non sequitur or a self-canceling phrase. Um, let's see, this week's message, the theme is for those who are interested. And you, it either will or won't compel you, but for those that it does compel, the message is for you. And if it doesn't, then it can be for uh, intellectual purposes only. So we'll see. But the message in a general sense this week is really truly moving into your true calling in life. And you know me, I'm a firm believer that we're all intelligently designed, and each and every one of us has mission, purpose, calling upon our life, and everyone has it. It's not bestowed to some people specially and denied to other people specifically. It's given freely to all. And that's a given. The variable is to what degree in any one of our lifetimes, I guess I use that phrase individually and collectively, but in any one of our lifetimes, so to speak, how much of that calling do we come into contact with? Do we find? Do we align with? Do we experience? Do we express? And do we expand? And I believe that this calling inside of us ultimately is the source of all of our true desire, motivation, inspiration, and every smaller desire is really a subset of this larger desire. And we will all have a reckoning one day to the degree to which we achieved, accomplished, lived, fulfilled this true calling. And of course, this true calling is eternal, it goes on forever. So any one individual human life will be a one chapter in an endless book. But be that as it may, if there were to be a successful life that we lived, it's the degree to which we called upon, accessed, utilized these great powers and gifts given to each and every one of us and put them into activity. Now, as a bit of an aficionado, amateur expert on near death experiences, a very common theme of many who die and then have a look at their life and then have an opportunity to come back and live it is the degree to which they were off purpose, off mission. They were either distracted by meaningless things, they were involved in trivial pursuits, they saw the degree to which their, I'm going to use this term very carefully, their selfishness and self-centeredness. This is a very controversial term. In the recovery movement, of which many are familiar, and if you're not in it, many of you are friends of it and understand the benefit that it has. But it says the root of all of our problem is selfishness and self-centeredness. And I'm not calling anybody listening to this anywhere in the world selfish or self-centered, except as you are. And by this, I mean a smallness of self, constriction, a focus on our lesser or smaller self. It doesn't always mean a mean-spirited me first. What can I get out of this? How can I use you? In the way that we might usually think of self-centeredness. Self-centeredness means a contraction, a constriction of who we think we are. And that, we think, is the root of all of our trouble. So near-death experiences frequently have a really big wake-up call to what their life could be and will be as they call forth the blessings. And so if you're part of this group, I'm simply saying, and do with this what you will, but you can ask for 1,000-fold increase in your capacity, your capability, your blessing, your gifts. You can call forth dormant powers. You can simply stridently insist upon them. You can be urgent with God and ask for all the blessings indeed so that you can live to full expression, because there really is there's no fulfillment until we do that. And these blessings are waiting to be called forth from each and every one of us. But the interesting thing is they're not given unless they're asked for. They're not established unless they're declared. They're not received unless they're claimed. So what I'm saying is there's a choice. If you're part of this group, you can say, I'm part of a group of great good, collectively and individually, and I, in the sanctity of my own soul, am going to cross the line, claim, declare, and establish these great blessings for myself. And I'm going to see to the degree to which I can fulfill my mission, my purpose, and my calling in this life, and live life to the full and get into agreement with God, so to speak, in terms of why I'm here and what I'm here to do. We'll talk about it all week long. How does this message land with you? I hope you find it interesting. Anyway, we'll continue with it tomorrow. Have a beautiful day.